Hello, hello, chat. Today, um, today we're gonna be watching fucking whatever, whatever I find funny. Luckily, I found a way to save videos and not have to download Chinaman TikTok. The Chinaman's already in my phone, so I can't really let him into my computer. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Let's get to it. Let's huck to it. I hate myself whenever I say that. Let's continue. Let's see what I have saved. I haven't uploaded any TikTok videos yet, obviously. Okay, let's start with this one. I think I have a link to it right here. What's the hotkey to close the tab? That's what I need. Sorry for the flashbang, guys. Let's see if this works better. If I just go here instead. Sorry about flashbang, you guys, and doing it again. Damn TikTok, where's your dark mode at, bruh? What the fuck? You say Chinaman once and they turn off dark mode on you, bro. It's just crazy. I know I had that shit on dark. I know I had that shit on dark mode, bro. Ain't no way those Chinamen ain't listening on me. 1 second. Let's see if this works. Nice. Why is it on mute?
And it happens a lot. And I think it's the most typical one is the TS chaser. And that's okay. So this will be the second guy that I will run into when dating. And it happens a lot. And I think it's the most typical one is the TS chaser. And that's what I call them, and a lot of girls call them. And it's typically a guy that specifically looks for trans women, but just for one thing, the S, the E, and the X, just for that reason. I mean, it's the one that is only.
Isn't that like most guys that are into trannies though? It just level with me here. Why would a guy go for a tranny when they could just date a regular chick? Unless, you know, unless they're like a little extra, unless they're like unless they're trying to Glock. You know what I mean? Like, what would be like personality? I guess trannies may have fun personalities, but that's just because they're other dudes. Dudes are cool. Dudes are chill. That's always been a thing. You know what I mean? Dudes are cool. So it's like, yeah, personality, but unless they also like penis, they're not like a guy just wouldn't go for that. You know what I mean? So you're kind of left with guys who are one most definitely into penis, or guys who don't know that you're a tranny. Like it's just those two options. And if you tell them you're a tranny, like 99% of the time they'll just leave. So it's I don't know, it's kind of a weird dating pool. You know? Kind of a weird way to live, but hey, it's your life, man. It's I've said this before. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. Whatever transition you go through, it seems like it just doesn't seem like it's worth it at the other end. in terms of like happiness and all that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? Huh? Who would listen to me?
looking to fulfill a fantasy or a desire or is just a fetish that they have. That's all they're looking for. It's just that part and that's it.
Yeah.
No commitments, nothing other.
Commitment. Do you know how much work, how much effort, quote unquote, commitment takes? Like, it's not an easy thing to be committed with someone. Guys generally aren't into that shit. You know, what's it called? No, polyamory isn't a guy thing. That's a girl thing, actually. Because a guy thing would be to try to get as many chicks to like be cool with each other, but also like be cool with you fucking them at the same. That's a harem. That's the proper word, not polyamory. Because polyamory is just a way for chicks to a chick to get dick down for multiple dudes. Because I would never be in a quote unquote polyamorous relationship. Just what the fuck is another dude there for? Like, what the hell would I? That just makes me we're just both cucks. That just makes us both cucks. There's no winners that comes out in polyamorous relationship. It's just a bunch of cucks, and then like surrounded by a bunch of hoes. Cucks dicking down whores. That's what a polyamorous relationship is. You know what was so funny? One time there was a live that was going on TikTok, and I entered it, and I was like, some guy was talking about how his wife, whatever, is like a prostitute, and he's like, oh, I'm cool with it. And then I was in the comments, I was like, oh yeah, what's her number, dude? what's her at? And then they just banned me, and they just kicked me out of the comments. But I can your wife can be a whore, but I can't fuck her. Is that what you're saying? These guys are a trip. He had tattoos and shit. He was an Irish guy. He had tattoos. It was the most cuck shit I'd ever seen. Let's get back to it. Tangents.
Than just satisfaction. And it's annoying because they will start like bombing you with dirty stuff and it's just so
No kidding. They're tranny chasers.
fucking irritating. So that's a no. Oh, and I had to put this out there. And because of guys like that, the chaser guys is the reason why a lot of girls like ourselves, and I include myself in there, we go into the adult industry because if you're just looking for a trans girl,
I don't think. Okay, let's start. Go. All right. The reason trannies go into the adult industries because they're like. Let's go back a little bit. I think the problem starts with you being a tranny. I think the problem starts. It's not with that guys are into trannies because freaks are gonna be into what freaks are into. You know what I mean? A freak is a freak, for real. And some guys are into some freaky shit. How's that? What is that? How does that equate to, oh, because of that I'm going to the other? No, it's because you decided to look like a woman, try to look like a woman, and it's not working out how you thought it would. You know, like why do guys want to be chicks? Like, it's not chicks aren't cool. Chicks aren't funny. Okay, never mind. Whoa, pause. Some chicks, I've met cool. I literally can't say that. I've met cool and funny chicks. I just sound like an incel. No, I've met cool and funny chicks, but generally, it's not like a guy's wish to be like a chick. Like, who would, like, guys don't want to be chicks, but you do. You know what I mean? You see where the rub happens. Like, I wouldn't blame other guys for your dissatisfaction with how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? Self confidence comes from within. and gets expelled out in a way where it attracts other people. That's where the attraction comes. You have to be confident first before you attract other people, and you can practice that by just by just fucking going out, by being a human being. Yeah, but it's much harder because you're like a tranny now. The life for a troon must be difficult, to say the least. Whew. Couldn't imagine. Continue.
or for a girl, just for those purposes, might as well just be in the adult industry, you know what I mean, and make something out of it. Because if you're only seeing me as a toy or as your entertainment, that's fine. Let's be an entertainment for you. But
That's just called being a prostitute. That's not anything new, you know. That reminds me of a different funny tranny video. Give me a second. This reminds me of a God. There used to be so much funny tranny shit on YouTube. I fucking hate YouTube and their directors, dude. I want to fucking I can't even say it, dude. I'm gonna get banned. I wanna. I can't even say it, guys. Where is it? Cherry the Boom Valentine's. This one. I gotta download this video before YouTube takes it down. Bitch ass YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. It's funny shit like this that gets taken down, and I hate it. I gotta download these stuff. Shoutouts to Housemouth. This channel used to have all the funny shit. Give me a sec. Copy. All right, I'm gonna download this in the background. Let's watch this though.
Needed that.
This for
I really did.
Just try us up, bitch. This for context. Volume warning. This bitch is loud. For context, this bitch. Why am I just so mean? What the fuck is wrong with me? Just calling people bitch and shit. What the hell's wrong? Okay. This person. I'll try to be nicer, guys. This person, used to prostitute, and you know what? I'll just let the video play. But general context. Valentine's Day. Guys generally don't give a shit about Valentine's Day, but when you're mentally ill and you wanna tuck your cock and balls between your legs, you start giving a shit about gay ass fucking holidays like Valentine's Day. And got stood up by got stood up by a bunch of dudes, by like, I don't know what kind of guys are into trans. It's just like straight presenting gay dudes got stood up by straight presenting gay dudes, and etc. Oops. There you go.
Mm.
What's up, bruh? That ass bitch.
It's not like I'm gonna eat all that shit. I don't want a lot of fucking chicken.
And I'm getting some of that. So like,
No, you're not.
yes, I am.
No, the fuck you're not. It's supposed to be for 3 people.
Oh yeah, when you fucking bring people up. This isn't the part I wanted. Where's the funny part? There it is.
Really got me fucked up. Girl, this nigga really got me fucked up.
Somehow.
Let me turn this light on real quick. Let's see. Hopefully it ain't too bright. Give y'all a little light, cause my phone. I know I look crazy, and bitch, I know I got one lash on, but bitch, girl.
What's the difference between a tranny and a drag queen? Like really, what's the difference? They talk the same, they act the same. Like some people just really be drag queens and then just say they're trannies. Like Cherry is a funny drag queen, but bitch wants to pretend like she's a tranny. I don't know. I'm saying she. Oh, I'm saying she ironically, guys. Don't worry.
It's just one of them days. Can we see the outfit? Girl, fuck the outfit. That was cute too. But it's just
Like what? Can you
like
stop
girl, it's
breathing like
just so
that?
crazy. Like,
Oh, this bitch better cry. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What's I f- I f- I wish I could feel bad, but I can't because it's the only thing I feel bad for is the mental illness that went into you putting a wig and makeup and makeup and thinking life was just gonna be all right after that. That everything just wasn't gonna get exponentially harder as you age. Like it doesn't get easier when you're older. You just become an old tranny. And who's into that shit? Except other old weirdos. I don't know. It's just not, certain things just aren't gonna work out, you know? You can't square certain circles. It's just the fact of life with some things, some fantasies just aren't meant to be played out and work out well. And that is what this is. Yeah, like a kind of fantasy that you wish so dearly could like mean something. But like it's at the end of the day, it's a dude in a wig and makeup. The dude's face, I can see it. And he's got like fake ass and like it's just it's not gonna work out, dude. And you're just gonna meet like other gay dudes and like freaks. And that doesn't mean that's it's just not how you get into like a decent relationship. Someone has to care like more, care for you more than just your body. And that's not what like guys who are into trannies are into. They don't give a fuck about what's underneath. You know what I mean? So when you get stood up on Valentine's Day, they don't really care. They've got other plans. They already made other plans. Why would they hang out with a tranny on Valentine's Day? When they've got shit to do? They're not horny. They don't want to fuck. Like it's I don't know. It's the rub is most trannies I know, or like not it personally, but like just in general, want straight presenting or at least like as close to straight guys as possible. Like they don't want to be caught dating like a feminine man. You know what I mean? Around their circles, that's seen as bad. You know what I mean? But realistically, that's what they're gonna have to like deal with. Cause it's just so fucking it's interesting.
absolutely, Robert. I agree, baby. Thank you.
Robert, a tranny chaser. You can spot a tranny chaser from a mile away. Robert. Damn, bitch video froze. What the hell? Oh, that's just the screen.
And I'm gonna stand this nigga up. I hope he not on my live watching me.
No. Okay.
Because you know the niggas, they be watching me while they be texting me. I'm
Yeah,
finna can y'all hear me?
they're weirdos.
Yeah, since the niggas want to play, bitch, I'm about to get it back on my whole shit. Bitch, I'm finna start playing with these niggas, bitch. The fuck?
And do what, bitch?
I am just.
You can't stand them up. What are you talking about? They don't give a fuck. Like, this is what happens when you become a chick. When you decide to chop your cock and balls off, you start saying stupid bitch shit. Oh, I'm gonna get back at him. And do what? Leave him alone? Oh, no. Please, that'd be horrible. Come on now.
So over it right now. Like I feel better. I had a little cry. But
Had
girl,
a
my
little
heart, like
cry.
it's
What a
really
bitch.
like
I had a little cry. Oh, what a faggot. I had a little cry. I don't know, bro. This just seems like a gay dude, like a gay man, a drag queen. I don't know if there's really a difference between a cross dresser. No, the difference between a cross dresser and a drag queen is one's just creepy and the other is really funny. I'm, I've never not met a funny drag queen. I don't know. Drag queens are more performative. The difference between a tranny and a drag queen is I don't know. A tranny chooses like to live their entire life and like try to like do everything in their power to like give off woman, but like this looks crazy. Look at this screen right now. Tell me this bitch doesn't look crazy. Like insane. It just it never feels like it's gonna work out. Mm. What do you do with let's give a hypothetical here. Say you did live forever. Say there was some medicine that made you live forever, and all your hormones, whatever, were free. What would you have then to like strive for? Because all the other things would still be in place. Guys still wouldn't be into it. Like it just feel like you'd be in endless hell, just going through the same shit over and over again, like uploading it to TikTok, having a little cry, having a little heartbreak. Hmm.
I'm not gonna say it's broken, but it's chipped a little bit.
Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's chipped. It is.
Mm.
And I think the reason why I'm just so over it is because not only did I not get the energy from the one person that I wanted, I had two Valentines today. Two, right? You know, even though neither one of them was the nigga that I wanted it to be, I still had two Valentine's Day, right? And out, not the one I want, not the two that were my Valentine's Day. It was somebody else that treated me the best today.
Mm.
Ain't that like?
I don't know. I don't. And bitch, rough and tough it out. What do you mean? Somebody, yeah, that's how it is. I don't. You change genders, and all of a sudden you forget that life is tough. Like that life is hard. Like love ain't easy. It wasn't easy when you were you were a boy. It's not. It's a lot harder when you're a chick who was a boy. You know what I mean? Chicks have it hard too. Like it's. I feel like it's the aspect of not understanding what it means to be a man or a woman that has these people transitioning. I really do. I feel like it's an underlying fact that like you most likely, not an underlying fact, a theory, let's just say theory, an underlying theory that the urge to transition comes from the lack of knowledge and or yeah, the lack of knowledge and resistance to accepting the responsibilities of being a man or a woman. You know, there are certain expectations, responsibilities, and expectations, I should say. There are certain expectations that are given of you just from society, from your peers, from your parents, as a man or a chick, and in not understanding, not having a full grasp, as well as running away from and trying to quote unquote break free of those quote unquote heteronormative stereotypes. It just like you feel like, oh, I can just, I'm a little daisy floating in the wind. I can just do whatever I want, but that's not the case. You know, it's very funny, tragic, but also very funny.
That is so.
Lamau. Mm.
Oh, I need to smoke.
Look at those big ass hands. Like, that's crazy work. Chicks have really small hands. You know? But when you have big man hands, like it's hard not to tell. It's hard to hide it. Unless you find some, I just don't unless you find someone that's into that. I just yeah, guys might I don't know guys who are into that, but like gay dudes might be into that. But it's because they're gay, you know?
And I need to message that person.
Alright, that's boring. Let's get back to the other stuff.
You know what? You know.
Alright, let's go is there more funny stuff? Put this tag in and see what funny shit we can find. And we'll be in a world of pure imagination. And we'll see what it means.
Dating as a trans woman is one of the most difficult things I have ever tried to do. Harder than my transition, to be honest.
Dating as a man is difficult. Dating as a woman is difficult. Dating as a tranny is like extra difficult because you're limiting your options greatly. Because not like I don't know what percentage it is, but like a very big percentage just isn't into that shit. You know, and you kind of have to make a bunch of TikToks to try to convince them that they are. You know, you kind of have to gaslight people into being into trannies, and just that's just how it is. It's fucked up to say, but it's how it is. Oh, the video is downloaded. Give me a second, guys. Make a new folder for it. Tranny videos. Cool. I gotta type faster. Something's fucking wrong with me. Put it in this folder. Done. All right, let's get back to it.
Be honest. As I become more passable in my transition, I have had to navigate dating a complete different way. Whereas before, people could tell, guys who hit on me kind of already knew what was up, and now they don't really know. Some do, but some don't, and it's very confusing. But
Oh, you're confused. Oh, you're confused. Oh, I thought I was okay. I guess you're the one who's confused then. I guess. What are you saying? What do you mean it's confusing? Yeah, it's confusing. You're guys. Like, I don't know if they think the concept of being straight is just some like societal theory that some dude just made up someday. But like, guys don't. Not only do we not like other guys, but we hate other guys. Like, it's not like if we're not like mutual cool friends on like a normal level, and you start off with me on a bad foot, it's just not gonna work out. That's just how guys work. And I'll tell you what, the worst foot you could start on, the worst foot you could start on is pretending to be someone else, getting a guy all horned up, thinking he's gonna get some pussy, and then pulling out a cock. Like, you're automatically just on that guy's shit list. Like, you just, it's just not gonna work. It's just not, like, unless the guy's already into that, it's just not gonna work out. Like, it's not something he can like put in the back of his mind. Like, oh yeah, she's got a cock, but she's really funny. She's really entertaining. Guys, she's really cool. Oh yeah. And then he just gets ragged on for the rest of his life by his friends. That's not like something a guy's willing to go through. Like, for guys, social bonds are important too. It's not like guys care about being admired by their peers. I don't know if you know this, but guys care about that shit. Yeah, and your peers aren't gonna admire you for sucking tranny cock. If they're straight. If they're gay, they don't care. You know, if they're part of LGBT, whatever, they don't care. There's different groups, you know what I mean? You can find your group, but don't expect to like people outside of that group to be also into that shit. It's just something you're gonna have to figure out. Funny.
99%
Why is the video pausing?
of the time,
What the fuck?
when I'm out somewhere and a guy hits on me and I flirt back and I let them know that I am trans, it instantly becomes this weird fetish thing. I don't know how to explain it better than that. So I go to dating apps and I meet men on an app where they are specifically looking for trans women. And I find men who are only looking for trans women for what's between their legs. Or I meet men who I get with and then they say, am I gay, am I gay, am I gay?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hey, fellas, is kissing another man gay or nah? You kissing your homies goodnight ain't gay, actually. As long as you're kissing them goodnight. No. It's straight. That's no. Gay. Me? No. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight. These guys these guys really begin with their trannies and like lose their minds and shit. Oh, it's so funny. That's so funny. Am I gay? Am I gay?
Or I get with men who are love bombers and make me feel like
You get with dysfunctional men. Yeah. It's not it's not an easy life. It wasn't an easy life before you transition. It's certainly not one after. You know? because you're dealing with men who are dealing with something within themselves, you know, and they're trying to like work that out with you. You're dealing with you're dealing with dysfunctional men who want to work out their dysfunction with you. You know, because if a guy is functional and he knows and he's confident in himself, it's not something he has to question or whatever. You know what I mean? If he's gay, he's gay. He would just say so. If he's not, he's not. And he just wouldn't talk to you. That's just how it is. It's not something you really have to think about. When you get with dudes who are like questioning it, but yeah, those are called dysfunctional men.
Magic, and like everything's gonna be perfect. Just then get my heart broken. I feel like are love bombers and make me feel like magic, and like everything's gonna be perfect. Just then get my heart broken. I am a lover girl through and through, and I am trying not to lose that, but honestly, the spark is fading. And at this point, I'm just going with the flow because I don't know what the hell to do. I don't know how to navigate this. I literally have no clue. Dating as a...
I don't think there is a way to navigate it. You know? Some seas just can't be navigated. Some seas just can't be sailed. For real, for real. Not all who wander are lost, but most are. You know what I mean? Not all who wander are lost. Fucking wacky ass phrasing. Who says that shit? How do I go live on my separate fucking Rumble channel? I gotta figure that shit out. Um. Okay, this isn't fucking helping me out. I'm trying to go live on this shit, but it's not fucking working. Okay, next video, I guess. Fuck it. Who cares?
The trans woman is one of the most difficult things I have ever tried to do. Harder than my transition.
You should have told me you were
dating.
Should I read the comments? As a trans guy dating manly men, I feel you. This is so real. What? Female to males just make me sad, dude. Cause I'm let's just be for real. I'm very I only take pity on like female to male trannies. Like it's just like a sad. I feel bad for chicks in general. And yeah, oh you're infantilizing them. You're not looking at them. Yeah. So that's how I feel bad for chicks. You're not gonna not make me feel bad for like women who go through this like mental illness shit and like start looking like dudes. Because once you start looking like a dude, it's a lot harder to feel bad for you. I'm sorry, but it is. Because I don't feel bad for other guys. I don't have that kind of gay gene in me. That's what it is. It's a gay gene. Yeah, I'll feel bad for them if they're like homeless, whatever. But in general, if there's just some other guy out there, it's hard to feel bad for you the same way it's just certain double standards just are permanent in life. And that's why some people don't understand. Certain double standards, like how much society is so much more tolerant of when women fuck up than when men fuck up, and like the difference in their jail sentences and all that stuff. It's just a bias in you, like psychological. It's an evolutionary bias. You know what I mean? You just can't get rid of certain stuff. And I feel bad for female to male trans.
You should have told me you were trans.
Guy loses interest. Oh, what the hell? What was that spider? What the fuck just flew on me? What the fuck? I'm trying to read this shit. This shit's bugging out. This shit bugging out, nigga. Let's read this. Guy loses interest after finding out the girl he's been talking to for 3 months. You're a dummy. You're a dummy. You're just a dum dum. Or you probably knew, lying ass nigga. 3 months. Stop the cap. This video's starting to seem fake as fuck with that title alone. Guy loses interest after finding out the girl he's been talking to for 3 months is trans and demands her to cancel her flight. You're gonna fly her out. He gets some dick. He's gonna fly her out and get pounded out by a she-cock.
No, I'm sorry. I literally thought you knew. That's the only reason why I didn't tell you. That's why.
Right.
You didn't. If you didn't tell me that though. You didn't. You never told me that though.
He's getting filmed.
Aw, you're disappointed. You poor thing. I'm so sorry.
That's so
You're
good.
getting made.
I mean,
You're getting made fun of by another man, dude. How do you feel?
yeah.
What's on your mind? I'm listening. I'm sorry to disappoint you, and I'm sorry that you might feel a little bit
Gay. 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 You might feel a little bit gay. You might feel a little bit homo. Bro forgot to say no homo. Don't you know you always gotta say homo, no homo before you suck tranny cock, dude? Otherwise you're gay. Before you suck her cock, you gotta say no homo.
deceived. You might feel
I
disappointed.
I was gonna say you might have to cancel your flight.
Might have to. This is fake.
3 things I wish I learned before I started transitioning. Number 1 is that it rewires your entire biology. Around the 2-year mark, I actually developed telepathy where I can read.
I don't care. Autogenophile. Instead of being known as a Bob, I'm known as What's up with pink everything? Like a damn Barbie dollhouse. They've always got some girl aesthetic that they go for. Some prefabricated aesthetic they have in their mind. Next.
What do you think, Whackers Bonkers? Kill him. Who? You naughty Whackers Bonkers. What do you think?
Thanks for the tip, Boo. I do appreciate it. I am definitely going to do my voice surgery, but I've talked.
Surgery is crazy work because what if you still get clocked? You know? Because you're gonna have to tell me eventually. He's gonna pull down, like it always gets to the point where they pull down your like you don't want to. You could look 100% like a female, you know, but if you have a cock, even if you get it chopped off, that's still gross because it's not a vagina. That's like a wound, that like it's trying to heal, and then it just looks gross. I've seen the videos. I wish I didn't. It looks gross. Like it doesn't end well.
Talked about this before, and I really just don't care that much. I can definitely like fem up my voice, and like when I'm out and like hustling up in the clubs, yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey guys.
Why's your face so pale?
Guys, welcome. Like, yes. But I just don't care. I just don't care. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, I'm still getting ate out. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't think. It's really. They talk about sex, but then they want love, and then when love doesn't happen, they resort to sex, and it's just like this weird cycle, you know. No one wants to date me, you know, but I still get ate out. These niggas still want me. Like, Jesus Christ.
Machiavelli. Bitches come and go, bro. But you know I stay.
When trans got mutuals that support each other, says okay. Next. Autogenophilia. Next.
If we just have to keep this tonic and
Fake. Next.
Get ready with me while I rant about trying to date while being a trans girl. Oh, I heard that lisp. Whew, loud and clear. By the way, do you guys like my layers?
I heard in a funny video, someone said I think I figured out why gays lisp, and he said it's because it's the serpent inside of them. And I'm starting to think they're right.
Kind of upset. The first thing that I find so strange is I will have the fact that I'm trans on like several parts, this is what I'm using, of my profile, and somehow still they try to tell me that I'm not trans. This guy at my work that was hitting on me, that literally I told him straight up I'm trans, and he would not believe me. You're lying, you're not trans. And
The guy doesn't want to believe. The guy doesn't want to believe he just hit on a dude. Like, people are still adjusting to that shit in society, you know? And some people just don't get it. Like, what do you mean you're a he? How do you mean you got cock and balls? What's going on here?
And he kept trying to hang out with me and like telling me that I'm not trans. I'm like, I'm telling you straight up, I am trans. That is just the deepest state of denial that anyone can possibly be in. Like, another.
I feel like you're lying.
Random things chasers say, part 2. Using a lot of like worshipy kind of language when they're talking to you. And what I mean specifically by like worshipy language is like they will say the word goddess to describe you a lot. Like, y'all cannot act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, when you're talking to certain chasers, you will wake up to like, good morning, goddess. And they'll be like, how did you sleep, goddess? Like, good afternoon, goddess.
They're freaky deaky.
And while yes, it is kind of sickening, it's just like that language, it just gives that they are way too overly gracious to like be in your presence, which yes, you should be, but I don't know. I've just noticed that chasers tend to talk to you like that a lot. Next, blatantly being homophobic and transphobic. And I kind of did touch on this in my last video, but like, here's a really good example. So let's say that you're dating a guy who dates a lot of trans women / sleeps with a lot of trans women. And then you're like, well, in the future, what if we want to have kids and then one of our kids is gay or trans? And then the guy that you're dating is like, hell no. And this really does happen more times than not. Like, they're more than okay with sleeping with the entire trans community and dating you. But like in the future, if they were to, God forbid, have like a trans child, they would draw the line there.
They know that shit's mental illness. Yeah, they're freaky deaky, but they're not they're not dumb. They're not stupid. They know they would have failed somewhere if their kids ends up a trans. Like, it's not hard. Like, it's like they're with you because it's like a freaky deaky weird thing, but they don't want freaky deaky weird kids. It's not that crazy to understand.
Like, be so for real right now. Ew. Number 3, asking really invasive, bizarre questions about your other trans friends, if you have them. I remember in the past, like when I had more trans friends and I would date certain guys, they would always ask me about my friends and like if I had done things with my other trans friends, or they'd be like, what is so-and-so up to? What is she doing? Like, just like being really invasive and super creepy. And like, obviously, I know why you're asking that, because you have a major trans fetish and you are like in your head kind of like getting off to that. Like, it's really, really weird. Like, really weird. And also, that's just a huge red flag in general. Like, girls, if your boyfriend is like super obsessed with like your other trans friends, or just like overly obsessed with any other trans women that are not you, the girl he's dating, like, obviously run. But yeah, I had to put that in there. Number 4, randomly telling you their chaser origin story.
Chaser origin story. Lamau. Watching porn, basically. Ugh. So many tranny fucking shits I gotta block, dude. Oh my god. These are all over TikTok. What was that?
Hello. So today I'm gonna answer more questions while I do my makeup. Okay, so the first question is if I've gotten any surgeries. No, I haven't gotten any surgeries whatsoever.
Transitioning so young, that's crazy.
The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl. I'll give you 3 reasons. 1. The type of.
Yeah, you've got freaky deakies in your DMs. It's not hard to guess.
I'll give you 3 reasons.
Auto Jennifer.
5, 4.
Auto Jennifer.
You amazing.
If I was a girl in a book, this would all be so easy.
See how tall that bitch is? Isn't that funny? Isn't that how funny how tall that bitch is? Like, goddamn, dude. You're probably taller than me. Shit. Growing fake tits is crazy work. I've always thought that's crazy work. But that's something they're into.
If I was a girl in a book, this would all be so easy. If I was a
This is just more tranny bait. It is. Next. Got my drink. Guys, I don't drink. I generally don't drink, but I feel like day drinking. It's about to be like 7. It's about to be like 8, and I feel like taking a swig. I've got a Manhattan here, which, if you don't know, is a mix of straight white whiskey, Canadian whiskey, port wine, sweet vermouth, and bitters. I've got a cap here. I keep it close on. I gotta get more of this shit. Not a Manhattan. I gotta try different ones, but a Manhattan's pretty good. Trannies really like how they look as women. I feel like that's the biggest thing. Because they love showing off their body. I find that hilarious.
Put on my wig with me while I tell you guys 5 hard truths about being transgender. Let's start by getting this wig in position. Truth number 1 would have to be the pain of surgeries. And while I know that not every trans girly gets surgeries, the reality is a lot of us do. And a lot of us, if you haven't had surgeries yet, you probably are somewhat working towards surgeries. And girl, it hurts. At this point in my transition, I have had a full facial feminization. I have had 2 boob jobs and I've had a BBL. Girl, painful. Every single surgery has been
Facial feminization, 2 boob jobs, and a BBL. I don't know. Anyone who gets surgery to modify their looks in general, I feel like there's just something wrong with you. You know? When guys get surgery to extend their penis, and then it just makes it like not work anymore. Not work anymore. It's just fucking funny. You know? It's just sad. It's mentally ill. Those guys who get their fucking shin broken and rebuilt so they can get like a couple inches in like height just to live in pain the rest of their life. It's really body modification, body dysphoria in general is a real problem. I think it comes from somewhere. I think it comes from some kind of hormonal imbalance due to whatever the fuck we're eating, dude. Maybe it's all the plastic buildup. Maybe it's all the plastic in our nuts that makes us want to put dresses on and roleplay as chicks. You know? I don't know.
extremely painful. And every single time I'm recovering from a surgery, I'm always thinking about, like, if I had just been born cis, like, I wouldn't have to go through all this pain, or I wouldn't have felt it was so necessary to even get all these procedures that are putting me through so much pain. And it's a hard truth, but hey, I'm not here to discourage anyone from getting work done if you haven't already. From one trans girl to another, I'm telling y'all right now, it's painful and shit hurts.
That little nigga's loud. Let him know. It's just like me.
Hard truth number 2. Dysphoria never fully goes away, no matter how much surgery.
You think? Don't you think? That'd be kind of obvious, isn't it? Because you're trying to portray something you have no idea what it's like to be, and that your only concept of is from, like, media. It's from word of mouth. It's from what other chicks tell you. But people aren't always the best at describing what they go through. You know what I mean? Describing their own experiences, not only for themselves, but for, like, an entire. You're trying to portray womanhood, not just a woman or a specific woman, just womanhood in general, and you have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. Most chicks have no idea what that means. You know what I mean? And I have a general idea, but, like, to get down to the nitty gritty of it, how you talk, how you walk, how your interactions with other chicks, your interactions with dudes, how you should do it, how you shouldn't do it, because there is a way. There is a should and shouldn't when it comes to genders. You don't just do whatever. Otherwise, what's the point of roles? What's the point of, you know what I mean? It's not all willy-nilly. There are expectations of both genders. So as you try to adapt the expectations of womanhood in general, yeah, you're gonna feel dysphoria because you'll never get it. Most chicks who are born chicks don't get it. You know what I mean? Very interesting.
You get, no matter how many years you transition, at least from what I've heard and from my own experience, you still will have bad dysphoria days. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Getting surgery and getting further in transition definitely helps a lot.
I bet.
But I'd be sitting here and lying to y'all if I don't have days where I wake up and I feel that I look like a full-blown man in a dress and a man wearing a wig. I'm not even kidding. Like, that distress of still feeling like certain features don't align with who you really are on the inside never really fully goes away. And it is a tough pill to swallow. You can do things to alleviate some of that distress, but girl, at least with this one, you can still kind of manage it better as you get further in transition. But it still is a hard truth. The fact that you will probably always still sometimes have days where you feel very stuck in the wrong body. Hard truth number 3. Some men will never view you as a viable dating.
Thanks.
Hey, my loves. I don't know who this message is for, but this is for that trans girl who feels like she's not enough. Who feels like she...
You look crazy, dude. I don't know what to say, man. Some trans just look fucking nuts. And I don't know what to say. Like, you probably make other trannies feel dysphoric.
Being trans is metal as frick. Like, I've literally been scalped before. If you have the guts, if you have the...
Men need to stop saying that they can always tell when someone's trans, because the truth is they can never tell when someone's trans. The perception they have of trans women are the ones that they see on social media outlets like fucking Fox News or whatever, of the predators going into the bathroom with a fucking beard and a wig on and calling themselves a trans woman. But what they don't know is that these aren't actual trans women, and that us trans women live our day-to-day life as fucking women, bitch. Like, you're not gonna be able to clock the doll. You're not gonna be able to tell I'm a fucking tranny. And I've had, like...
When you know, you know.
I'm not reading all that shit. More tranny.
That's a boy!
It's a boy.
Okay,
That's a boy.
I got a quick little story time for y'all, okay? Funny as shit. So
Quiet ass video, bro.
I'm coming off the subway today, right? And I'm coming off the subway. I'm looking
y'all
for
can't hear
my
that
Lyft
shit.
driver. Long story.
I don't need a ring and my girls don't need a thing, cause I've been through
I'm easy like Sunday morning. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I'm easy like.
Hey y'all, get ready for me to go to my job as a trans military service member.
Military. Didn't they ban trannies from the
Alright
military?
y'all, so first I'm gonna go in with the hydrating cleansing wipes from Sephora. These are infused with aloe vera and just wipe over the face. Alright y'all, so I knew something was different with me in my gender identity around the age of 4. I just really always wanted to hang out with the girls. Everything just about being a girl just was
You're just a
more
gay
of
little kid.
what I really wanted to do. It wasn't around
Little
until
homo.
age like 14 when 14 or 16 where I really told my mom, I was like, hey, this is
I'm bored.
So today was my first day going out with like a little bit of makeup. Like I don't have much on, just kind of covering up certain things. And I went to the mall with a good friend of mine, and it felt so good walking in public, like feeling like, okay, nobody knows, and if they're staring, it's because I literally look hot and my pussy is juicy, drippy, slurpy, derpy. So it's like, it felt really good, and I look really cute. I feel really cute. I got these little earrings my boyfriend got me, little bandeau top, little Forever 21's bell-bottom jeans, and yeah.
Gay men act like this though. Like I wouldn't confuse you for a chick. I just confuse you for a gay man. Is this how you think chicks act? Are they obsessed with being bimbos? Is that what they think women are? Just bimbos? Just bimbos 24/7. Bimbification is what they're going through. Not a transition. Gross.
Here's one thing that they don't tell you before transitioning that I wish I knew. You're basically gonna get some new birthmarks in some places.
Shut up.
I didn't ask to be different. I just want to go out and have friends and be like other girls my age.
You'll never be like them.
What are these TikToks?
Face car screaming, trap me with a baby. Oh, you rich but you don't
What that say?
face car screaming, trap me with a baby. Oh, you rich but you don't trick is crazy.
You want to be a trans girl in private, but make fun of me. Who are you talking to? Oh. Are you talking about like guys who fucking get with trans secretly and then yeah. That's called being DL.
Random things that chasers say, part 1.
Saw it already.
I didn't ask to be different. I just want to go out.
Cringe. Cringe. Cringe.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This message is for all my trans women out there. Baby, you are loved, baby. Your sister right here love your ass, bitch, and I'm gonna continue to fight for our motherfucking rights and for our motherfucking respect, baby. Bitch, respect is due to a motherfucking dog, bitch. And as I can see, bitch, you walk on 2 legs, not 4. So guess what? We gonna get our respect, and guess what? Your auntie right here, your motherfucking OG, bitch, she gonna stand in the.
What are you talking about, bitch? Get on with it.
And then they be worried about who the fuck you having sex with and what you doing in your bedroom. And how, bitch, we ain't finna never have sex. Be worried about none of their motherfucking life and do what the fuck they got to do, bitch. They ain't got nothing to do with none of y'all, bitch.
Bitch look funny as hell, man.
But I ain't never made the next bitch shit. And then they be worried about who the fuck you having sex with and what you doing in your bedroom. Bitch, we ain't finna never have sex. We ain't finna never do that. So why the fuck you care about what the fuck I'm doing sexually with somebody else? Bitch, you're mad. You mad. Huh. But guess what? You got the right bitch, because, baby, I'm standing up for mine, bitch, and what I believe in. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say what the fuck this on.
I don't know what this bitch talking about.
I need all of my trans Karens to come to the front right now, because this video is for you. And I'm not talking about Karen in the way that you're probably thinking. I'm talking about that group of trans women within this community who tries so hard to dictate and tell other people what to do in their transition. Like, I've encountered these certain types of trans women, mainly online, who are like, you need to do this. Like, if you don't care about passing, you're not trans. If you don't do this, you're not trans. You're not really trans if this. You need to do this.
If there are no rules, then what's the point? Even trannies understand this. If you could just do anything, anytime, or put on a wig sometimes, and all of a sudden you're a trans, then what's the point of, like, going through all that? You know what I mean? Because the rest of society, if you don't take yourself seriously, they won't either. So when a 40-year-old fat dude puts on a wig and starts making TikToks one random day for attention, society takes you less seriously. When you fucking just, you know, your whole thing is about being inclusive and all that stuff. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how it just works out to bite you in the ass.
This in your transition. It's like, girl, it is hard enough to exist as being trans in this current climate as it is without people from your own community telling you that you are not doing your transition correctly. Because even though, yes, we all live kind of this similar experience of transitioning and being born male and transitioning to female, and we all kind of share this almost sister-like bond, hence why we call each other sisters, we are not all the same person. And we are not all living the exact same life. And while there are levels to transition, like, no shade, there is levels to this shit, but that's not me saying that there's trans women who are on a higher level or a lower level than another one. There is just different goals for each person within their own transition, is what I mean. Meaning that the levels that people want to reach within their own transition is individualized to that person. Okay? I shouldn't even have to explain that.
Yeah. Anyone can be anything, huh?
Yeah, fat with a P. What it look like from the back, I won't see. She got a slim body when she poke it out. Yeah, fat with a P.
Being trans and 100% basketball is a superpower. It's like, I'm an X-Men, I'm a superpower. And so, no. That's just called being a chick. Being a chick isn't that crazy. It's actually kind of lame. Speaking from a guy's perspective, I don't know how chicks feel about it.
I don't think we ever really got over that language barrier.
No, it's not your fault.
Being trans in the United States right now is so hard. It's insane, right? But I'm glutton for punishment, so I'm a trans girl. So let's talk about some of the things that I dislike about being trans right now. While I eat my lunch today, I got a Chipotle bowl. So yeah. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would say that is like obvious that I don't really like about being trans is like the hatred that we get. I think that it's completely insane, quite frankly. I think that y'all are obsessed with us. I think that y'all really need to get a life. I don't know what's up with y'all. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. That's just crazy to me. And so I'm putting together my sauce that I...
What this bitch say? I literally wasn't listening.
Being trans in the United States right now is so hard. It's insane, right? But I'm glutton for punishment, so I'm a trans girl.
I bet.
So let's talk about some of the things that I dislike about being trans right now. While I eat my lunch today, I got a Chipotle bowl. So yeah. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would say that is like obvious that I don't really like about being trans is like the hatred that we get. I think that it's completely insane, quite frankly. I think that
I love to hate. I love to hate on people. I love to hate on things. And it's just, I have hate in
with
my
us.
heart.
I think that y'all really.
I have hate in my heart, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I have hate in my heart. And I want it to spread. It's just what it is. I can't not hate something. It's kind of ridiculous. You know? It's funny to hate stuff. You know, it's funny to not like stuff. I don't want to just be gay and like stuff all day. Oh, I like this. I like that. Ooh, I like this. I like daisies and rainbows. Get that gay shit out of here. That shit's lame and played out. I'd rather hate. I'd rather be vicious and mean. Because it's much more funnier than me. You know? It's only funny to be nice when you're pretending to be nice. And that's a hard truth y'all gonna have to swallow. Straight up. Yeah, I can be nice sometimes, but sometimes I don't want to be. It's just how it is.
Really need to get alive. I don't know what's up with y'all. But yeah, I mean, so.
No, I don't want to live. I want to keep making fun of trannies. Come on. Stop it.
That's just crazy to me. And so I'm putting together my sauce that I eat with it. It's sour cream.
Bitch, get on with it.
So much. Is the fact that it's really hard to date while being a trans girl. I feel
Really?
like you're either stuck with somebody who like will never like you because you are a trans girl, or you're stuck with somebody who is fetishizing you and only wants to have sex with you. And to me, it's like, I don't want either one of those things, you know? Like, I want somebody who, like, wants me for me, and, like, who I am, and wants to be with me romantically, not sexually. And...
That's called a gay man. Or a woman. But women aren't into... Unless you find another freak. Women aren't into trannies, so...
It's just hard being a hopeless romantic trans girl because... there's no perfect storyline, I feel, for somebody like me, personally. I feel the next thing is, like, actually the feeling of, like, helplessness going through, like, most trans people's minds right now. I feel like so much is happening and so many of us feel helpless. Like, we can't really do anything. Like, we can obviously advocate for the things that are going on, but with the amount of like hatred and bigotry that's going on specifically towards trans people, and more specifically trans women, it's super hard to like even feel like your voice can change anything. And like, I think that helplessness that we all feel just sucks so much. Now, the last thing that I would say sucks the most is just the feeling that like you won't ever really fit in. No matter what you
stop eating,
like,
jeez,
try to do, no matter what you do, like, somebody will always find a way to make you feel out of place. Like, the people around you can make you feel out of place, or even just your own mind. Like, knowing that you are a trans girl and you're not a cis girl, like, kind of makes you feel a type of way, just because, like,
dysphoria.
You know that, like, no matter what you do, you weren't born cis. You aren't a cis girl, and you won't ever be a cis girl. Which I think is also like a however you say it, the double sword thing, wherever it's like good and bad. Because I think that like that gives us the chance to like give a different perspective and like show our lives through our eyes and stuff like that. But also, it's like it's a very clear statement, like, oh, you're different than everybody else. And I think that kind of sucks. But anyways, bye y'all. Being trans in the United States right now.
You're going to die doing this. You're going to die in that stupid costume. And I know.
You're so pretty, you can date any guy you want. Actually, I can sleep with any guy I want. Unfortunately, it's not the same. You're so pretty, you can date any guy you want. Actually, I can.
Well, yeah. Yeah, even women don't get that. So, you're living a fantasy.
And I was trapped. I alone.
Bitch, stop posting this cringe ass shit. I see another post from this account. I'm blocking it.
Wish I was the type of girl that you take over to mama. The type of girl I know my daddy, he'd be proud of. I'll be proud of. I'll be proud of.
Cringe. Cringe.
Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's no cheese on it.
It's under the sauce.
Like, I'm Italian and this is hurting me.
It's from Chicago.
But it's just sauce.
They start calling me fat. I'm like, all right, that's kind of funny. I ain't on fat, a little chubby. Then they start calling me a fat bitch. I said, wait. They start calling me fat. I'm like, all right, that's kind of funny. I ain't on fat, a little chubby. Then they start calling me a fat bitch. I said, wait. They start calling me fat. I'm like, all right, that's kind of funny. I ain't on fat, a little chubby. Then they start calling me a fat bitch. I said, wait. They start calling me fat. I'm like, all right.
Is that it? I kind of knew that, but just to see it say so bluntly, it's not that you're wanted. It's like just it's all about looks. It's just all so vain. The vanity really gets me. You know? Because if it's all about looks, what's the point? You can't really be happy off your looks alone. You know? I'm a handsome guy. I'm fucking depressed. Okay, trust me. You can look as good as all you want. It doesn't mean anything. In the long run, at least.
That's kind of funny.
Get ready with me to go on my 4th date as a trans woman. I've been dating / hooking up with people as my true self for about 10 months now. At the beginning of those 10 months, I was definitely dating in a scarcity mindset. I would accept bottom of the barrel or just whatever I was given because I didn't think I deserved anything better. As trans women, we are told by society that we are undesirable, unworthy of love, and we will only receive love and affection behind closed doors, and no one deserves to be anybody's secret. Now, there's definitely nothing wrong with hooking up or just having casual sex, but the belief that that's all you are worthy of couldn't be further from the truth. It wasn't until I started to love myself that I began to meet people who actually cared about me and not just behind closed doors. Dating as a trans person is definitely a unique experience that can be very difficult to navigate. But regardless of what anyone says, just know that no matter what stage of your transition you are in, that you are beautiful, you are enough, and you are worthy of being loved and respected openly. Now, by far, I have definitely...
Who listens to who gets affirmation from words like that other than like chicks? You know? I don't get it. Maybe it's because I'm a guy, but all this stuff just sounds gay to me.
Not perfected the art of dating, and I still operate in a scarcity mindset sometimes. But if anyone else has any tips or comments or just something to say about this topic, I would love to know what you guys think. And also, if there's anything that you would have changed or done differently about the outfit, definitely let me know what you would have done, and peace out. Get ready with me to go on my...
Okay, so y'all, this is day 2 on hormones. And if you're not familiar, my name is Avery, and I'm doing this little series where I record my transition.
Everyone's doing that shit.
Гендерные стереотипы. О, эта тема вечная. Сколько раз...
Brazil is another country that just gets inundated with tranny shit. It's kind of hilarious.
This trans ban on bathrooms will be tough on the girls. It will be really tough.
And try to love me, pretty little baby. I'm hoping that you do. You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours.
Yo, being the trans woman I am today, if I wouldn't have never had no nuts, guess what? I might not have been able to stand up next to you motherfuckers like I do, baby. Yeah, I stands hard in the motherfucking paint. Leave you thinking what you think. Yeah, I do. Bitch, yeah, I'm gonna stand up, bitch, for mine. Whatever I believe in, I'm standing up for it. Whatever comes to my mind, bitch, I'ma say it. Yeah, bitch. This ain't Beetlejuice where you can put the little shit on my mouth. Bitch, yeah. Yeah, this real life. It's real motherfucking life. And I thank God for blessing me with a pair of nuts that I turned into something else, baby. Thank you. Yeah. That testosterone still, I don't know if it's still...
Why talk about... It sounds like cope.
Yeah. That testosterone still, I don't know if it's still...
Why talk about... It sounds like cope. Sounds like cope. Gross.
What one year of
People on the internet are so aggravating sometimes. Like, they swear you have to tell any single man you come into contact with that you're trans. I'm like, girl, if I'm at a bar and a guy's offering me a free drink, I'm not about to be like, oh, by the way, I have a dick under my skirt. Girl, fuck no. I want that free fucking drink. The fuck? I'm gonna entertain. I'm gonna get that drink. I'm gonna sip it. And then I'm gonna leave. The same way you don't tell the man offering you a drink that you have a boyfriend. Why do I have to tell him I have a dick? That's none of his business. I'm not gonna sleep with him. Baby, I'm slurping my drink. My diet Dr. Kelp? Yeah. Thank you. People on the internet...
That's not just a fuck no. That's a fuck.
Why don't I pause and skip this shit? Why is my... Is this the rest? Oh, you can't go down any further. I was gonna say. I guess that's all the videos in trans. Are there any funny titles?
Dating as a trans woman is one of the most difficult things I have ever tried to do.
Trans woman. Trans woman. Oh, a drag queen comes out as a tranny. Oh, it's crazy.
Wrong with being confident.
Look at this faggot. Look at this dude. This fat autistic man in a dress. And then I'm supposed to take it seriously. I'm supposed to be one of these queers in the comments. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so brave. If you don't get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not just gonna take some fat dude in a dress seriously. I can't take it seriously. I'd become some I don't know what I'd become, but I wouldn't be a man. I'll tell you that right now. Next.
If you're doing a live and your title is Trans Women or Women,
Stuff it. Stop it right now.
I'm sick of it. We're sick of it. Especially if you're not a trans woman. Why are you always talking about us?
Because it's funny.
Why?
This is hilarious.
I'm so tired of the fucking conversations.
I'm not.
For real. Like, why are you always fucking talking about us? Why are we the subject of interest in your fucking life?
This is funny.
You're not even a trans woman. I don't get it. It's so tired. Can we stop it real quick? I'm so tired of it. Thank you so much. If you're doing a live and your title is Trans Women or Women,
Stuff it. Stop it right now.
Alright, how to get a trans girl. Y'all are always asking me, how do I get a trans girl? How do I get you to like me? And these are some real tips for you. First is, you gotta treat us like any other girl. You know, you can't try to hide us, make us be your secret, bring us to meet your friends.
You look crazy, my dude. I don't know what to tell you. You're talking to tranny chasers. They don't care about that shit.
Bring us to meet your family. Second is
Bring us to meet your family. You got them fucked up. You think these tranny chasers are crazy? They like tranny cock, and that's it. They're not. They don't want you to introduce you to their family. Are you crazy? I don't want my brother to know about this. Know about this shit. I don't want my dad, my mom to find out about this shit. Come on now.
crows. So if you're the type of guy who feeds the local crows and get them to follow him around, that's probably the.
Okay, class, let's talk about having my fan, my titties, and my dick.
What?
Yeah. I bet I got y'all attention, right? Uh-huh.
She's just a drag queen. I like drag queens. They're funny.
Get rid of with me while I tell you the time all my coworkers found out I was transgender because one of them needed a pad. Lately, I've been going to work or whatever, and I've been minding my business or whatever.
I don't care.
I had such a glow up on HRT that I am now officially an enemy of the state.
Blow up on HRT. You know what I like to do as this dude? I like to put my thumb over his face whenever I watch these videos and see how much of a man's body he has. Because if you just put your thumb over his face, then it's just like a dude in a dress. Because he's got such manly arms that it's hard to avoid. Estrogen doesn't love you. Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace. I'd fuck Nancy Mace so hard, dude. That bitch is unapologetic, dude. That's hot. You know? Bitches would normally say vaginal words like inappropriate or homophobic, but Nancy Mace doesn't care, you know what I mean?
Nancy Mace,
Fiery cunt. Nancy Mace's got a fiery cunt.
the current representative for South Carolina, and the same person who yelled
Guess I'm moving to South Carolina, boys.
slurs in Congress, is bullying me for being hot on Twitter. She also did it on
For being hot. No, you look crazy. I know you look nuts. You went from depressed-eyed white dude to white dude with a wig and still depressed as fuck. Like, you look crazy in both pics. Come on now.
her personal account, and is trying to get Robert Kennedy to do something about me. A sitting member of the United States government went onto a random citizen's Twitter account to bully them on a transition timeline they posted a month ago on her official Twitter account. In the United States of America, if you glow up, they will hate you.
Glow up. That's very funny. Isn't it funny how trannies just think they look better as females than they do men? You know? Is that the reason? You're an ugly dude who was like, oh, I look so much better. Oh, I look so much better as a chick than I do a guy. Let me just start taking estrogen. See how that works out.
Speaking about glowing up, alt-right butch grifter Becky Weiss went on her public account, which has 51,000 followers on Twitter, and almost 700,000 followers on Instagram.
I like butch tomboy bitches. More tomboy than butch. I'm more into tomboys than butch, but yeah, I like tomboy looking bitches. That's just hot. Because they're still chicks, you know what I mean? They're not trying to take fucking testosterone and like turn into dudes. They're just chicks who wear dudes' clothes. And it kind of like are a little sporty. And I think that's all I think that's all you need to be a tomboy.
To tell the world that I'm apparently too attractive to be a teacher, and because of it, they need to figure out where I work.
What grade are you teaching? What's your school district?
And also obtain my personal phone number.
What's their phone number? I have questions.
And not only did she publicly call a witch hunt on me, but she got her followers to send me dozens of threats. By the way, back to Nancy Mace. She's actually just kind of losing it. I'm not sure what she's trying to say.
Cosplay homophones. Y'all males, male. Hair. A new flow. Yeah. She's making fun of the pronouns.
But
Ah,
she
that's
is
too
certainly
confusing.
saying something. So if you're ever wondering why our government is currently collapsing, it's because I'm too hot on Twitter. I'm sorry. I had such a
Every time when I tell another femme queen that I be topping, they be like, ugh, like.
I saw this already.
You're going to die doing this.
Okay, so dating as a trans girl is very intricate and delicate in the sense that, like, I hate having the uncomfortable conversation when I meet a guy out in public organically, which is why I find myself oftentimes just using dating apps because it's easier to navigate in the sense that I can just put the fact that I am trans in my profile, and then there doesn't need to be like some uncomfortable conversation had. But even so, even when I put it in my profile, sometimes like I'll match with a guy and we'll go on a date or something, and you know the date goes super well, and then he goes and looks at my profile again and he realizes, oh, she's trans, and then he just cuts me off.
Yeah.
And I was very scared that I was in one of those situations again, but I was wrong. So let me set the scene. I matched with this guy on Hinge, very cute. We had a lot of similar interests in fashion and music, so I was like, this is cool. Conversation flowed really easily. He asked me to go on a date with him. We go on a date. The date goes perfectly, like actually perfectly. It was just like very sweet. Afterwards, like we go back to his house, we watch a movie. You know, I tell him that I am trying to become a DJ, so he's like, oh my god, bring your DJ set next time, like I want to hear your mix, whatever. I was like, fuck yeah, like that would be fun. And you know, we don't kiss or anything, like that was it. Like I go home that night. And then, you know, we're texting the days following, and I go over to his house again, and he works a lot during the day. He's like in marketing and stuff, so he just works a lot on his computer during the day. And so I went over to his house in the evening again. And, you know, at this point I was like, the conversation of me being trans had not been brought up. So, and usually, typically it is a conversation piece. It is something that the guys will want to talk about because it's interesting, and I am very open to talking about it because I love educating people and informing people of what it is like to live.
Educating. You love talking about yourself. Just say that.
As a trans person, but the conversation just like wasn't being had, and you know there was just like I couldn't get an indicator. I couldn't like gauge whether or not he knew. Like I literally could not gauge it. So I was like, does he know? Like, does he know or not? And like I don't want to take this further if he knows. Like I don't want to get like too many emotions involved on his side and my side if he doesn't know, and if it's gonna be a thing that catches him off guard that causes the whole thing to just fizzle out and like that it's done. I didn't want that. So I'm sitting here fucking stressing. I'm still going over to his house. I've gone over to his. We've hung out like 5 times now, right? But each time like there's never been a conversation about it. So I was like, does he know or not? And on the one hand, the reason, so in my mind I had two hunches, right? I had 2 hunches. On the one hunch, I was like, okay, well, maybe he does know, and he's just being very respectful because every time I have spent the night at his house, he's never tried anything sexually with me, and typically I'm used to guys like trying to see how far they can get on like the second date. So in my mind, I was like, okay, well, maybe he's just being respectful, as you know, just wanting to genuinely get to know me. Or my second hunch was that he knows and he just doesn't really know what to do, and also doesn't want to bring it up to make me feel uncomfortable, which I also very, very much respect him and I'm grateful for. So, but again, like I didn't know, and I hate that like uncertainty. Like I hate sitting in that uncertainty when I think that I have found something that could be really good. So, you know, I'm still going over to his house and we're having a great time. I'm mixing for him on my DJ set. Again, we kissed, all right? We kissed, but nothing more, all right? And I really appreciated that. I was like, okay, so he's not gonna try anything more until like we really get to know each other. That's awesome. Like that's fucking perfect. Love a respectful king. Anyway, so the uncertainty was just eating me alive. I was like, all right, we've kissed now. Does he fucking know or not? So I bit the bullet today. I got back from his house this morning. I bit the bullet and I just sent him a text and I was like, hey, so you read my Hinge profile thoroughly, right? And he said, yeah, what's up? Like, what's up? And I said, so you know that I'm trans? Like, you're fully aware of that? And he said, yes, I know. And I just thought that since, you know, I saw it in your profile, and since like we both knew about it, so I just thought everything was cool. Like I didn't think there had to be a conversation. I was like, thank fucking God. And also, this is gonna sound really sad, but he took me on like some very, very nice dates, like to these like expensive ass restaurants that I've never been to in my fucking life. And in my mind I was like, would he do this? Like, does he not know that I'm trans and he's only doing these like super extravagant like fancy things for me because he doesn't know that I'm trans, because he thinks that I'm just like a cis girl? Like, and it
might be because you're trans, funny enough.
sucks to think that like it sucks to like subconsciously go to the, like me being trans equals I deserve less. Oh, like that sucks. That sucks, but that's what trans women have been fucking conditioned to in society. But that's genuinely like where my mind went. I was like, fuck, like, and he was also like offering to like buy me things when we went to the mall, and I declined because I was like, I don't really like taking, you know, things from people. I don't like spending other people's money like that, at least not yet. All right, but he is, you know, he's a businessman. He's a businessman, all right, and I love a businessman. But he knows, and he treats me the same as he would anybody else, and I just I'm a lucky girl. I'm a very lucky girl, and I feel very lucky today. I have, my best friend told me to try this new Red Bull flavor. It's fucking delicious.
Red Bull.
Shout out bestie.
It's definitely not good for you.
But yeah, that's kind of it. It's just like, that was just kind of like a little deep dive into like my anxieties, dating as a trans person. So yeah, love you. Okay, so dating as a trans girl is very intricate and delicate in the sense that like, I hate having the uncomfortable myself oftentimes just using dating apps because it's easier to navigate in the sense that I can just put the fact that I am trans in my profile, and then there doesn't need to be like some uncomfortable conversation had. But even so, even when I put it in my profile, sometimes like I'll match with a guy and we'll go on a date or something, and you know, the date goes super well, and then he goes and looks at my profile again and he realizes, oh, she's trans, and then he just cuts me off. And I was very scared that I was in one of those situations again, but I was wrong. So let me set the scene. I matched with this guy on Hinge, very cute. We had a lot of similar interests in fashion and music, so I was like, this is cool. Conversation flowed really easily. He asked me to
Stupid.
How my looks have changed after being on estrogen for 5 years. Starting off strong in 2019.
Don't care.
No, don't worry. You don't need to be nervous on our date. I'm a trans girl, and you're a straight guy. We go together just like this.
I just want to talk about an experience that I've been having recently. But I have a lot of paranoia about passing. I have a lot of paranoia about how people perceive me, about whether or not they're perceiving me as being a woman, or if they perceive me as being a trans woman, or if they perceive me as being a cis woman, like all of that, right? But more recently, I have been feeling a lot more confident, a lot better about how I've been presenting. I mean, it helps to definitely do my makeup and like, you know, doll myself up. But yesterday I was talking to one of my friends, and this is a friend that I met like a few times, and they know I'm trans, but I literally was talking to them and they suggested that I become a surrogate, and I was like, I don't think I could do that. And then they were like, oh my god, I totally forgot, like, I just think that you pass so well, like, I totally just don't even think of you as being trans. Which, I mean, maybe that's a little problematic, but honestly, I took it as a compliment. Fuck it. But then I went to the grocery store today, you know, all made up, and I'm telling you, like, these conservative ass men be like letting me cut in line because they see me as a woman, and they portray, like, they look at me and they think a woman regardless. And I live in a very conservative area, like maybe not the most conservative part of my state, but definitely a more conservative area. So like the fact that these Republican ass men are like, they ain't clocking me. I just want to talk about an experience that I've been having recently. But I have a lot of paranoia about passing. I have a lot of
Funny.
Just another day in Tokyo's LGBTQ district, also known as Nichome. I'm getting ready for my shift. Now, there's not a lot of places here that you will see a trans woman working. You might see a trans man, but it's quite rare to see trans women. It's just mostly very gay. There's not a lot of tea in this LGBTQ district. But that's why I work here. You can always find me around on Saturday night. I have to be a beacon for our community because who else is there to see? If you're a young baby trans and you don't know who to talk to or where to go, you can always find me here. Just another day in Tokyo's LGBTQ district, also known as Nichome. I'm getting ready for my
Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Hi guys, so this is for my trans girls. I just wanted y'all to know, get your surgeries. If you're
I should become a
transitioning
surgeon.
and you're young, girl, get your surgeries. Get them out the way, because I will not tell you, girl, it's such a self-confident booster, and it just makes you feel so amazing. It makes you feel like that girl. And then life is so much easier once you just get it. Trust the process. Save your money, save whatever you have to save. You know, do what you have to do. Even if you don't have to, even if your phone bill's not, girl, get the surgeries that you need, that you want.
Dysphoria.
Okay, y'all, this is how we went from Beast to Bride.
No one cares. I gotta block this fucking auto-genified cunt. Okay, let's continue. But this one's funny.
I'm at the point in my transition where when I wake up to make a toaster strudel in the morning, okay, think about that. I'm not really producing as much frosting as I used to. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. I just I had to share this with y'all.
Tranny can't get off because HRT makes their dick limp.
So that y'all know, I'm good for raw dogging at any time. I'm at the point in my transition where when I wake up to make a toaster strudel in the morning,
Hey, my loves. I don't know who this message is.
Gross.
Never scam people, especially men, into thinking that you are a biological woman. Honestly, it's not because
Random things that chasers. So y'all girls tell me what it is. Are you obsessed or are you motherfucking threatened? Because bitch, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. I can't keep you bitches out my motherfucking comments or motherfucking in my inbox.
Bitches just like to argue, bro. Trannies don't get no breaks either.
Telling me what the fuck I am and what I was born as. Bitch, like I don't motherfucking know. Bitch, I was born as a man that converted to be a motherfucking female. Bitch, I got a snatch between my motherfucking legs. Bitch, I done had y'all bitches in my motherfucking comments when I had that meat stick. And I know that's what y'all wanted. Y'all wasn't in my comments that much, but y'all threatened now. Because I got some that bitch, yeah, that he won't. Bitch, I ain't giving it away like y'all giving it away, though. Bitch, I got to get a coin for mine, bitch. Bitch, you can't even pay your light bill. Yeah. You didn't get your bitches. Bitch, I got bitches that actually got boyfriends that be hitting me up talking about, can I help them with this or help them with that? Like, what the fuck is your man doing? Bitches got a man just to have him. For the look of, for the hell of it. Girl, please. Bitch, I'll die alone, bitch. Yeah, but you'll continue to come drop that money off like you did this morning. Yeah, bitch. Somebody else's man. Thank you for them hundreds. Bitch, I did it on live so the girls could see, bitch. Ain't no lying going on over here, bitch. The girls are motherfucking threatened or they fucking obsessed. I don't think you should be either. Because if I was a real woman, born woman, bitch, it ain't nothing a bitch could tell me ever. Especially.
You don't understand that born women like to argue. Born women like to give you shit. You don't understand because guys don't do that shit. You know what I mean? For women, it's just a subconscious thing that they're just gonna do. It's not something they gotta think about. It's not something they gotta like practice. It's not something they gotta train for. It's just an aspect of being born a woman. You can't understand why they're in your comments because you're not a chick.
You're not a bitch that wasn't born no woman. Girl, hey, how you doing? Oh, you look good. Bitch, you still can. In my mind, I'm thinking like, bitch, you still can be me. I don't have to display that shit. Bitch, you the real deal. You the carbon copy, bitch. How can any bitch ever be you? But see, if I was a real woman, I wouldn't be threatened either. Because, bitch, we the trans women, we can't have babies. We can't give them what you can give them, baby. But guess what? The babies don't keep them at home. They don't. Baby, trust and believe the babies do not keep the men at home, baby. Because, baby.
Hey, love. So, I want to comment on your video, and you said...
I'm so fucking pissed. I wanted to change my gender.
Trans women who claim on this app that they have PCOS or endometriosis, please, can you please stop? From a woman that has suffered with PCOS since the age of 8, I am just putting it out there, can you please stop with this bullshit? So I am sick of seeing on my For You page trans women talking about how they're suffering with PCOS. I cannot cope with it, right?
I think I'm good. I'll do another stream later tonight. Might cut this one up. Oh, for now, I'm good. Ugh. Maybe I'll stream again later if I feel like it. I'm gonna go smoke some bud, take some dabs, start up again. I don't know when I feel like it, pretty much. Yeah. I'll see you guys.